morning. Welcome to this series of videos about finding information for your academic papers through the University Library, Townsend Memorial Library. My name is Jennifer Batson and I'm a librarian here. So, research has shown that it is not unusual for college students to start research for their papers not here at the library, but with Google. This is understandable as this is what people are used to going to find information. So I want to talk about it briefly, how to evaluate sources. So let's just say my topic is for-profit colleges. Are they a good idea, bad idea? What's going on with that? So on Google, it only took me 1 second to get 278 million results. So quantity, not a problem. A lot of these are going to be commercial. A lot of these are going to be advertisements for particular universities, colleges. I do have a Wikipedia article here. So Wikipedia can be interesting for background information. You do not want to use a Wikipedia article itself as a source for your paper. You can occasionally look at the sources they used. You need to make sure you vet those sources also. So let's scroll down just a bit further. That looks interesting. So, okay, I'm just going to jump at this and see, do a little vetting. So I'm going to do this very quickly. I would encourage you to really take time with your potential sources. Try to look at them thoroughly and completely before you get attached to the information on the website, because once you find something you think will be perfect for your paper, it's really hard to go, maybe that's not a reliable, authoritative source. So I am familiar with U.S. News and World Report as an authentic news-producing entity, but if I wasn't sure, I would go out and I would Google this. That's called lateral fact-checking, confirming outside the website itself that what they're saying is genuine and can be authenticated somewhere else. So I want to look for an actual person who wrote it if possible. And this is nice. Is the paying for college reporter at U.S. News. Let's see, she covered education. Okay, so that's interesting and helpful in letting me know this looks like somebody who is a responsible reporter, not just somebody writing a blog. So the highest level of sources, and I touch on this briefly later, there's academics who have studied a subject and write about it. So that would be considered a really authoritative source. And then there are a lot of people that are excellent writers. So this reporter looks to me to be one of those people. Again, I'm just doing a really quick look here. They research a subject and then write about it. So they're not experts in the subject, but they can find information and then talk about it. So again, I would try to find out more information about this source. A lot of times you can scroll down to the bottom and there should be an About section. Let's see, news, About. So I can learn more about the organization producing this website and whether these are people I want to be getting information from. So one of the reasons you want to go through all this, and I know it's a bit agonizing, is your argument is really only as good as the sources you use, the information you're building it on. So it would be a shame to produce a paper and then have somebody say, wow, well written, great arguments, it's a shame the information they used isn't true. So that's why I'm really encouraging you to do this vetting. So think about who wrote whatever you're looking at. Think about why they wrote it. Are they trying to inform you? Are they trying to sell you something? Are they trying to influence you? Think about bias. it's likely that bias is going to be there. You just want to be thinking about it. What perspective are they looking at this from? What perspectives might be missing? And then you also want to look at when it's written. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's new. This was from November 2019, so I feel like this is current information. While we're talking about the open web, I want to introduce you to a couple sources that might be helpful. There's a site called All Sides. So if you're doing things that are current and are in the news, and you want to make sure you're getting a balanced picture of it, you can come to All Sides, and what they do is they look at different topics and then give you articles from sources across the political spectrum. So this is what sources that tend to be more conservative are saying. This is what sources that tend to be more liberal are saying. These are what sources, or this is what sources that tend to be more in the center are saying. So you can use this to find common ground and to get perspectives from both sides of a debate. Another good source is the Pew Research Center. Especially if you get to choose your topic and you're not really sure what you want to do. A lot of topics listed here. You can see the broader ones here. Maybe I want something in internet and tech. Some very interesting articles here. What they call the fact tank. So this might be helpful to you also. So future videos, we're going to talk more in detail about using library sources. And I want to emphasize that I'm not saying that every source that you find on the open web is not good. I just pointed out a couple that are. I just really would like, if you use them, to just be aware you need to be vetting them, you need to be evaluating them, you need to be thinking about them carefully before you incorporate the information you find in your paper. Alright, so that'll wrap up this video.